Today is Earth Day, and the Connecticut Department of Environmental Protection wants to encourage more kids to get out and appreciate the great outdoors. Our next guest is Diane Joy, Assistant Director of State Parks and Public Outreach, to tell us more about it. Thank you for being on Connecticut Style. Nice to have you here. All right, so let's talk about No Child Left Inside. What's the theory behind it?
The whole idea is to get children unconnected from their computers and back into the great outdoors. Kids are getting obese and they have problems with diabetes and everything, and we really want to encourage them to go outdoors and have some fun.
Now, it's been around since 2006. I'm assuming with the rise in technology, the internet, the iPads, is that a big challenge for you?
That is a challenge. Families are so busy nowadays, too, with this organized sports and things like that. So it's really hard to get the kids to really come outside and not be fearful of being in the outdoors. So,
well, how do you do it? How do you get them excited about heading outside?
We really try to make it fun. We have all kinds of challenges. The kids can come out and they can go canoeing, they can go fishing, they can go bird watching, a whole variety of things. And we have some really good volunteers that are helping the kids to learn how to use the outdoors and have some fun.
I think we have some pictures from last year's event that we could take a look at. You get kids of all ages involved?
We do. We have little ones. We have parents that have their children that are like 2 months old carrying them around.
Oh,
and then the other day we had a 17-year-old boy that said that he's been involved with the program for the past 6 years and still absolutely loves it.
That's great. I'm sure. Potato sack races? How can you go wrong with that?
Too much fun.
Where was this?
That was at Hammonasset. Yeah.
And who are we looking at there?
Right now we have our little mascot with that little girl is a twin, and our mascot our squirrel comes with us all the time, and so the kids have really identified with the kind of the logo and the mascot. Some kids like to call him Nutty.
Nutty made its way to the Connecticut Style today too, which is great. And they're learning about the outdoors. I saw a caterpillar on her hand, right?
Yeah. That was one of the families had sent in the picture, and the little girl was at our program last week, so that was fun to see her and have seen the picture.
All right. Well, let's talk about the pamphlet you brought in. It's kind of like an incentive program, I would say.
Yeah, our program has changed a little bit over the years, and what we did this year is we developed a passport program. So it lists all the different parks that you can learn about. If you want to go biking, you can look at some of the recommended parks that some of our employees have thought were great. And you know, if you want to go picnicking or whatever, and you go to the park, and first you go online, and you can download on nochildleftinside.org, you can download the passport, and then what can happen is you go to the park and you find a little box, and in the box it has a stamp, and you stamp your passport.
Oh, great. And then you check out all the different parks around the state.
Yeah.
I was kind of startled to realize there are so many parks in this state.
I know. People are always amazed to find out we have 107 state parks and 32 state forests in this very small state of Connecticut.
It's a lot of adventures to go on.
Plenty of adventures. It's really fun.
All right, let's talk about Family Fishing Day.
Okay. On May 14th, what's happening is that it's one of our family days as part of the whole No Child Left Inside program. Every month we have a different program going on. And so this one is going to focus on fishing. We're going to be at Chatfield Hollow State Park on May 14th, and families can come out and we'll stock some trout. We'll have fishing poles so they can go fishing.
Oh, you don't even have to bring the equipment.
You don't even have to bring the equipment. We'll have people to teach you how to do it, and just and teach you all about how to identify the fish, whether you're getting a sunfish or a trout. We have great people there, volunteers, and our fisheries biologists and DEP employees all there to help out.
Well, that's terrific. Let's talk about why do you think it's important to get little ones started at a young age?
Yeah, I think that more and more people are realizing that getting kids inspired to go outdoors and have some fun, the younger we can start, the more, as I say, they won't be fearful of being out, they'll learn more about it, and we need to create our next generation of environmental stewards. So it's always really good to have people, get connected, really have fun, and become our next generation. It's Earth Day,
It's true. Now's a great time to start. How many families do you think are going to come to the event?
Well, over the years, we've had thousands.
Thousands. Oh, that's terrific.
So, and it really depends on the weather. Sometimes people don't like going out if it gets rainy or something, but we're hoping for nice, warm weather. And now that it's springtime, we really anticipate that. So, it varies. And as I say, sometimes there are little babies that are coming out, and older generations,
Children
grandparents,
of all ages invited, right? Let me ask you, how about some advice for parents where they have their kids on the internet all day long? How do you get them outside? You don't want to yell, you don't want to force them outside. Any words of advice?
I think that kids like challenges, and so I think that having kids understand that they're going to be challenged when they're out there is always very important. I had a mom the other day, and her son really likes to be on the computer and everything, and we had binoculars, and she was very good teaching them, you can use the binoculars and everything, and the next minute he's over there and he's rolling down the hill and just having a blast, and she was just like, have fun, get dirty, get out there.
Oh, well, that's terrific. And let me ask you, it's not just hiking. I'm sure there must be canoeing at the state parks, all different types of activities.
Yeah, we try to, when we go out to the different places, sometimes we'll have bikes for people to borrow, but you can go biking in our state parks, you can go hiking, you can go swimming and fishing and picnicking. It's a whole variety, and the technology is also there because sometimes the kids will bring out the GPS units and they can do, geocaching or letterboxing.
Oh, so they can still bring it with them if they have to. Well, Dan, thank you so much for being here. And again, Family Fishing Day, Saturday, May 14th, 9 to 3 at Chatfield House State Park. That's in Killingworth. And for more information, you can go to nochildleftinside.org. And of course, we'll have more info on our website as